Alright, so welcome back, gentlemen, to this new tutorial. So what I'd like to show you right now is the following. Alright, so welcome back, peeps, to this new tutorial. So now I'd like to show you how can we add these icons that we can be implementing in our page. So for example, we have the stars, we have the users, we have the timing, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, the icons add much more beauty to our website and makes it more professional. Alright, so for that I'm going to be using the Google fonts or the awesome fonts. Let me just jump into Google and let's search for awesome icons. Alright, so let's jump into this website and let's sign up. So we need to get a link. So I'm going to be for example, we can use these straight away. So we gotta sign in, so let's sign up. Alright, I'm gonna be using my email, which is evando, which is realityfakers.cgi@gmail.com. So just sign up. Actually, so I want, for example, this icon. So let's start, for example, I want a star icon. So let's search for that. I need this one. Okay, so let's jump right in here, start using this icon. So we don't have the project, we gotta get started. So let's sign up first. I'm gonna be entering my email here, so I'm gonna be entering and send kids code. So I already used this one, so just click on send and you're gonna receive a code like this. So after that you can confirm your account, and after that you're gonna get access to all these. Let me just show you. I'm gonna access, so avendo.games@gmail.com. so here I'm gonna set my password. Alright, so after that you can just download the kit. So you're gonna receive this code here, the project kits. I'm gonna just copy it, and I need to paste it in the head. And here we can add this comment. So awesome fonts, awesome icons, awesome fonts, icons. Alright, so let's just get back here and fonts awesome. Yeah, awesome fonts. Alright, so now we got this all the fonts loaded, so we can just get back, for example, here and search for star. Let me just search for it, and for example I need to copy this star from here, so let's just click on it, and I'm gonna start using this star, this icon. Can just copy this class and we can put it anywhere we want. For example, let's put it here and let's see if it's gonna be visible or not. So let's just jump back here. So refresh. As you can see, we got our star. So we need to put it here besides the 88 reviews. So let's just copy it from here. So Control X, and we need to put it here. So let me just I'm gonna just write a new div just for the stars. So down below it must be flex, so class must be flex. We need to put those on the same line. So first we have I think 5 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and down below we have the 88 reviews. We have a paragraph that has 88 reviews, so you can just paste that here. You can just delete it from here, and let's take a look at it. So refresh. As you can see, we got it, but it's not centered, so we can add, let me just show you. I'm going to be adding 2 divs here. So first div, just to keep everything organized, so this div must be here. Gonna just paste it right there. Let's save and let's see if it's gonna be fixed. not almost, but not yet. So let's add another div for the previews. So divs for the previews here. Let's copy this X and paste it inside. Alright, so let's save that to refresh. Still nothing. So yeah, actually what we need to do is to add the MA so that we can keep everything organized. So let's just add here a class of MA. Alright, so let's take a look right now. Actually, yes, but not almost. So MA, but this div called dash 30. Close enough. Yes, actually the MA of just the top. So M top margin. So MTB. Yes. See. Nope. MTB. Do we have the MTB here? No, actually we don't have it. So let's add an MTB class and let's make it to margin top is auto, and we have the margin bottom set to auto as well. Alright, so let's save that, skip back to refresh, still nothing. Margin top auto, margin bottom auto, MTB. Let me check it again. So we can delete all the clear the data. Let's go back to refresh. Yep, there we go, got it, it's working just fine. Alright, so this is the deal, we have to do it this way. So next what we got, I think, what about removing that MTB to refresh? Yes, it must be, should keep it. Alright, so it's centered. The second element that we got is this students enrolled. So let's add that. So this div is for one element, which is the stars or the reviews. So the second div is gonna be for the students enrolled. Let me just copy this, paste it inside. Let's take a look how it's gonna look like. Yes, the same. So actually the main div that contains these must be, we need to add another div, and the class must be flex so that we can have everything in one line. So we need to have the reviews, everything. So let me just copy all of this, let's paste them inside. Alright, like this. Let's save that, let's go back to refresh, and as you can see we got it on the same line. So for example, the second paragraph, so let's add, for example, just this icon. Let's take a look at it. Just one icon. Yes, we got it on the top. So actually what we need to do is to copy everything that we got inside this div, and let's paste it here, and let's change only the elements. So for example, we have the reviews. I'm gonna put here the students enrolled. We can make this number dynamic as well. Just paste this one here, and I'm gonna delete all the stars and keep only one, because all we need is just yeah, but it sucks, it's not set right. First here, let me just delete. Let's go back to refresh. Yep, it's working. So let's change this icon by the second element, which is we got the users. I'm gonna just search for users here. So users, and this one here is just fine. I'm gonna just use it. So let's use this icon. I'm gonna just copy this one and replace it with this. What is it? Yeah, this one. Alright, so let's paste that. Right, let's save, let's go back here and let's do refresh. Okay, we got that, but I don't know why we're having this space here. It's nice, but I don't know. Let's use again the user clock icon to set the duration of our course. So let's just copy this icon, copy it from here, and let's paste it on the top. But actually gotta repeat the same process. So let's copy this and let's paste it here. So I'm gonna be changing that duration with 6 hours 36 minutes. Okay, let me delete this div. Alright, so let's save that. Let's go back here and let's copy this user clock and let's paste it here. Alright, so let's go back here, save. Let's go back to refresh, and as you can see, it's working. So we have 30% for each row. I think it's fine. But you know what? Let me try to remove all these width. Or let's just make them close to each other. Let's take a look. Yes, they are close. So for now, I'm gonna just add, for example, the margin, the margin left. Do we have the margin left? Margin left of 1. Yes, margin left. So here I need to add a margin left of 1. Same thing for here. So ML margin left of 1. So let's go back to refresh. We got some space right there, which is awesome. But actually I need to add of 3. Yes, margin left of 3. So let me add the second class, margin left of 3. Alright, so let's just give it enough space. Alright, it looks awesome. But also here I'd like to add a div or a margin left of 0.1. So let's add that. So margin left 0.5. And let's add it here 0.5. Alright, so let's save that. Let's go back here, and besides this, so for example, the text here, the class margin left of 0.5. So let's see if it's gonna be better or not. As you can see, we got some nice space here, which is looking nice, awesome. So I'm gonna just copy this and paste it just for the texts. So class, this class here, and also for this one. So class, let's give that all a margin. And as you can see, it's fixed and it's looking really good. So let's just carry on. Actually, don't need this. So now we need to work on the colors. I'd like to get this color here. I like this color, the orange color. So we can just get it from here. Let me just copy it. Well, actually, we can get it from this button. So there we go. This is the color. Just copy it. Let's go back here and let's create a new background color. So bj dash orange, and let's set background color to that color. All right, so let's go here, and for example, for this we can give it bj dash orange. Not sure if I did it uppercase. bj, I think that's fine. All right, so let's go here to refresh, but you can see the problem that we got here. I don't like the background. I want it to be color. So there is an easy quick fix to this. I'm gonna just copy this and go here, and instead of making it a background, it should be just a color. And here I'm gonna just delete this background and just keep the color. All right, and instead of giving this one a background color, I'll just give it a color. So see it like this. All right, so let's refresh, and as you can see, we got that color, which is looking awesome. All right, so I'd like to copy this color and put it for all this stars. So mtb, yes, it should be here. So let's add it here, and also let's add it here. So let's go back to refresh. Perfect. Perfecto. Alright, so also let's work on this button. I don't like to keep it this way. I'd like to make it orange. So let's give it that background color. So all back to, where is that button? The button is this one. Yes, this one. So first we're giving it a class of 90%. I'd like to give it a class of 95%. So let's go back to the width. Where is, yes, these are the columns. Just copy this one. Let's go to the top and let's give it 95%. 95. Alright, so let's go here and let's create a 95. So the good thing about this library, you can use it over and over again, just in one project. As you can see, it's expanded. So also, you know what, we can do something. So if it's too specific, we can give it a specific class. So btn, which is button number 1. So this is our first button. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go to the top, and let's say we can call this one custom css, and this is our own library. So library, so this is just gonna contain just custom css. So for example, here I'm gonna be working on that btn -1. So the width that I would like to give it is 95%. Second one, I'd like to give it a background color. I'd like to give it this orange. Alright, so let's save, let's go back, let's take a look. Perfect. So the last thing that I'd like to do is to change this corner. I don't like to have it these rounded corners. So I'm gonna go here and let's set it to this. So border radius, and let's set it to 0. Let's go back to change, and as you can see now it's fixed. We don't have that boring rectangular shape, which is look like this. All right, so but for these I'd like to give them that. I'd like to give them those rectangular shapes for the video and for that. So let's go back here and let's find it. Or you know what, let's keep those changes to the last. Let's continue working with the fonts. Just stick to one thing. So here I'd like to add some fonts. So I'm gonna be searching for video fonts. For example, can use this one, the default one. Alright, so let's use this icon. I'm gonna just copy it from here, and let's go down to these. Yes, I basically gotta put it here. But as you know, we need to have them on the same line. So we're gonna have it, but not what's said with that. So actually I need to go back to these. So we already set that order. I'm gonna just copy this div, go back here to the starting point, first one, and for the text, let's just copy this text here. I need to paste it right there. And for the fonts, I'm gonna be using this one. So let's just copy this, Control X, and let's paste it here. All right, so let's take a look how it's gonna look like. We made an error here. So actually we should delete everything, replace it with the new fonts, the new icon, yeah. But gotta work on it a little bit. So MTB for the orange, margin left. It looks like if it's centered. Actually, we're not using any ML or any margin top. Alright, let me give this one a class of left to make it to the left. Actually, nothing. Let's give the left to the text instead. Save, go back to refresh, nothing. Let's inspect element this and let's take a look. Alright, we get the entire div to the left. Actually, this is not the right way to do it. Let me just delete this. So we need the flex, or of course the flex, and I think don't need the margin left of 3. That's too much. Oh yes, I think I got it. Now it's working, but let's go back. So actually we don't need margin left of 3. Perfect, now it's working just fine. Alright. But actually div must be called dash 95% and it's set to MA, margin auto. Let's go back to refresh. Perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna just copy this div and I'm gonna just change the bottom informations. So for example, I don't need this. Let's make some space. I can just copy this and paste it, I think 4 times. 3, 4. Save, go back to refresh. Right, we got all of those. All I need to do right now is to change the values. But also here, I don't like this. I don't like it. It looks a little bit large. MTB. So margin top 0. Margin bottom 0. Nothing. Let me use the remove the MA. Let me try this way with dealing with icons. Instead of using the icon, I'm going to be using it as a div. So div. So let's save, go back, refresh. It's a little bit lagging. I think it's working. So let me just cut everything. Keep only these elements, the flex elements. So I'm gonna just also remove this. So let's save that. Let's check. I think it's working perfectly like this. So let's just copy this. And let's just paste it for the second, third, fourth. So refresh. Yeah, but they are not centered correctly. Margin top of 0. Margin bottom of 0. What about the MTB? Yes, it's centered, but it has too much space on the top and on the bottom. Alright, so what I'd like to do is to continue with these icons here. So let's add them right now. So for example, the first one's gonna be, let me just search for video. I'll just search, yeah, this video. I'm gonna just use this star. Let's just copy this and let's go here. And for example, I need to put it beside this. But as you can see, each one's gonna be centered. So if we go back here, as you can see, this one's gonna be on the same line. So actually what you need to do is to add a div that's gonna be flex. Flex means all the items inside that div must be inside one line. So let's just copy this, Control X, and let's save it here. Class flex. Alright, so let's take a look at it right now. So refresh. And as you can see, they are on the same line, but they are not well centered. So I'm gonna be adding the margin top and margin bottom, the MTB, this one, margin top auto and margin bottom auto. So let's add it. I'm going to be adding it to each of those elements. So MTB, same thing for the paragraph. So class MTB. Alright, so let's go back here. Let's do refresh. And as you can see, they are on the same line. But what I'd like to do here is to give this flex a column of 95%, and let's make it margin auto so that we can have it centered. Gonna do refresh, and as you can see, it's on the same, it has this space here. Last thing that I'd like to do is to give the margin or the class, the paragraph, I would like to give it a margin left of 0.5. So let's see, let's go back here to refresh, and as you can see, we are having some nice space going on over there. So let's do the same thing for everything. I'm gonna just copy this class, and I need to paste it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so let's save that. Let's go back here. Let's do refresh. We got them going on over there. So all we have to do is to replace those. So I'm gonna just copy this paragraph. Control X. Or actually, let's just copy just content of the paragraph. Don't need to keep adding the same classes again and again. So let's save this. Watch time. Control X. Like this, certificate of completion. Control X, put it here. Control V, Control C, Control V, not Control X. Control. Yeah, sometimes when you are focusing on other stuff, it's become hard to say the right thing. So let's just personal and professional courses. Yeah, we already have that. So let's save. Let's go back to refresh. Okay, we got different texts. But for example, this one, because it's a little bit big, I think that's the problem. Let's check it. I think it's fine if you can reduce the font size of this, of all these elements. So we're given everything 0.75. I think that's fine. can just write professional development courses. So refresh. This way it's fine. All is centered and looking great. Alright, so let's carry on. All we have to do right now is to change the icons. So we got the video first. Second one's gonna be the graduation cap. This one. Let's use the star for the second element. This is the first one, this is the second one. You can just paste it. Which actually we must put, yes, let me just paste it here. You can just copy just the FA graduation cap. And let's paste it inside the video. Because we need that MTB again. Can just delete this, save, and let's do the checking. Got it? Third one's gonna be the tablet, meaning that our course is gonna be running on everything, on every platform. So you can, for example, use this tablet. Alright, start using this icon. Let's copy everything. And I'm gonna just go ahead and paste it here, and let's add the MTB. So the MTB class of MTB. Let's go back, let's check. We got it here, fine. Third element is gonna be the certificates. You can use this stamp here, like it means something. So let's copy this. Let's go to the third one, which is this guy. You can paste it here, go back, and let's add MTB class. To refresh, it's working. So now for the last one, it's gonna be the video or the check. I'm gonna just add the check circle. Search for something. This one looks fine. So let's just copy this. Let's go back to the last one, which is this icon. Paste it, and let's add here the MTB as always. Perfect. Now we have all these text with icons with them. Also, I'd like to add some break on the bottom of that button. So let's add double breaks here. So break, double break. Perfect. Now it's looking even more better. Instructor on the bottom side. Alright, so we have all the icons. We're going to continue our work in the next coming lecture. So see you soon.